Now we all know that Elon Musk is on the autism spectrum because he did the Saturday Night Live and said, I'm the first person with Asperger's to host Saturday Night Live, well, the first person to admit it with Asperger's, and that was really explosive. Everyone was like, yay, great, and I did a video on that. But I want to kind of break down today something that I saw in an interview with Elon Musk when he was talking about his own symptomatic issues growing up of being on the autism spectrum. Don't go anywhere. Guys, what's going on? My name is Dan. I have autism and ADHD, and I do videos on autism and ADHD every single week. So if you are new around here, remember to hit the subscribe button by clicking the notification bell so you don't miss a video if you want to learn more. And also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter because I put videos on there daily, and I'm all on those social media platforms. Yeah, I love talking to you guys. So the interesting thing about this is when I did a video about 2 months ago, I did a video talking about Elon Musk's autistic traits, right? And these are ones that I saw as a viewer of Elon Musk, kind of just being himself. And I was looking at it from an autistic person's point of view saying, okay, I can see that he hyperfocuses on things, and I can see that he has monotone talking, and all these things are very, very common within people on the autism spectrum. And so that kind of made sense to me, and I could see these traits kind of just beaming out, right? Not to mention the fact that the guy is ridiculously intelligent, but on top of that, I recently came across a YouTube video, which I have linked down below, where Musk was interviewed by TED Talks TV on their YouTube channel. And the interviewer kind of asks Elon Musk, what was it like growing up with an autism spectrum disorder? And so Musk kind of refers and describes himself as being quite, a lonely kid. He'd read, on his own, like day in, day out, he'd just read a lot of things. He actually, when his parents split up, he moved in with his father to live with, even though his father was quite an abusive person by Elon's account. He moved in with his father because his father had the entire Encyclopedia Britannica, so Elon could learn and read constantly, which is amazingly incredible, but also a very common autistic trait to be obsessed with something like reading and learning. But Elon also says that he had massive issues with social conventions and social constructs. He didn't know how to hold himself. He didn't know how close to stand to another person. He didn't know how to start and finish conversation. He was finding it difficult and challenging within those, and he was very much so bullied as a kid. Now, one of the other things that Elon mentioned, which is really interesting, on the Saturday Night Live, he says, with Aspergers Syndrome, blah, 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 and he said, so don't get worried if I don't make eye contact or I communicate with you in a typical way. It's not because I don't like you, it's just because I have Asperger's. And that was really interesting because not only did Elon Musk come out and say, hey, to the world, I'm on the autism spectrum, but he also acknowledged the fact that his symptoms can get in the way of things, that his autistic traits can impact his ability to speak to somebody or make eye contact with them and make them feel uncomfortable. But this was just his way of explaining how he experiences life. Now, this is amazing for a few things, because Elon Musk showing that he has these issues actually opens up a whole world for people to say, oh, being autistic, you can still be as successful as Elon Musk. The guy's the richest guy in the world, right? The guy's a genius. He's a rocket engineer. He made the best electric cars in the world. There's nothing that he's doing which is a really bad take on having an autism spectrum disorder. And I think that having people like this come out and say those things and say, yeah, I do suck with eye contact and I do suck with social conventions, then it's going to be really good for the autism community, because people like myself and you guys who are watching these videos will go, well, I struggle with those things, and it's all gravy because, Elon Musk stood up there on Saturday Night Live and spoke about it, so why not? I mean, that's kind of cool. He also mentioned that he wouldn't have much variation in his speech, and it's just very, very true. When you hear Elon Musk talk, he talks very monotonal, which is just an absolutely telltale sign of somebody in the autism spectrum just kind of really trying to encapsulate everything that they're trying to think about into words, but the inflection on their words will be very monotone. This is so autistic, and he mentions it, and the fact that he mentions it really made me tickle. I don't know why. I just laughed because I was like, oh yeah, of course, and you can hear it when you hear him talk. And it's amazing though, because he does think very fast and he also speaks quite fast. So Elon Musk describing his own autism traits, really, really interesting. Hyperfocusing, trouble with speech, not having much variation in his voice, issues with eye contact and social interactions. Very, very interesting. And it's very good to see, because a lot of people do wonder, I wonder what Elon Musk's kind of autism traits are. And these are them. Guys, if you haven't already picked up my free Autism Life Hacks book, you can do at autismhacks.net right now. Check it out. Linked below. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.